You can wait years, pay double, and still never get the Rolex you want, or you can break free. For decades, the official story has been the same. Nothing beats the crown. The truth is this: there are at least 5 watches that build better, that bring more tech, and that outclass Rolex, and you can actually buy them right now. Miss these, and you are not just missing bargains, you are missing a smarter kind of luxury. But the real shock, the first rule that flips the whole Rolex script, is about to make sense. To actually beat Rolex, you need a watch that clears 5 hurdles, no exceptions. First, craftsmanship. Case and bracelet finishing, dial work, tolerances. If it does not feel sharp in the hand and on the wrist, it is out. Some brands match or even outdo Rolex in brushing, polishing, and dial execution, often at lower prices. Second, movement. This means serious engineering. In-house calibers, chronometer-level accuracy, strong power reserve, and real-world robustness. Think master chronometer, COSC, spring drive, or a high-beat movement. Anything less is just marketing. Third, heritage. A watch without a story is just an accessory. The contenders here have real milestones, moon landings, aviation firsts, or a founder's name that carries weight. Fourth, wearability. Dimensions that work for daily life, comfort on bracelet or strap, and enough versatility to go from jeans to jacket. No wrist monsters, no showpieces that live in the safe. Fifth, availability and value. If you cannot walk in and buy it, or if the only option is to pay double on the gray market, it does not matter how good the specs are. The best luxury is not about chasing scarcity. It is about choosing what fits your taste, your life, and your budget, without games. Every watch on this list clears all 5 rules. Next up, the first contender with Rolex DNA, minus the drama. Tudor is the honest escape hatch for anyone tired of the Rolex circus. This is not a knockoff. It is the sibling born from the same mind as Rolex itself. Hans Wilsdorf founded Tudor in 1926 to give everyday buyers the reliability and toughness of Rolex at a reachable price. That DNA runs deep. Modern Tudor is not just borrowing old tech. The Black Bay and Pelagos lines are engineered as true tool watches, with their own attitude and purpose. Inside, you will find Tudor's in-house MT calibers, COSC certified, packing around 70 hours of power reserve and built to take a beating. These are not delicate showpieces. The Pelagos is a titanium diver rated to 500 meters, with a helium escape valve and a bracelet clasp that self-adjusts on the fly. It is the kind of overbuilt spec sheet usually reserved for watches twice the price, and it is not just for collectors. This is a watch you can actually use, in the water or at the desk. Where Rolex asks for patience and loyalty, Tudor hands you the keys. Walk into an authorized dealer and odds are you will find a Black Bay or Pelagos ready to go. No games, no forced bundles, no multi-year waitlists. Tudor gives you the heritage, the build, and the movement credibility without the hoops. The real kicker is this: you get to wear the watch, not just dream about it. But if you want movement tech that leaves even the Swiss scrambling, the next contender is where things get scientific. Omega does more than play catch-up. It rewrites the spec sheet. The Seamaster Diver 300M is not just the Bond watch. It is the lab-certified tech flex that leaves Rolex sweating. Start with the movement. Coaxial master chronometer, certified by Metis. That means every single watch is tested after it is cased, not just the bare movement. Accuracy, 0 to plus 5 seconds per day, tested in 6 positions, through temperature swings, and after being blasted with 15,000 Gauss of magnetic force. For context, most luxury watches start to lose time or stop entirely around 1,000 Gauss. Omega's anti-magnetic system uses silicon components, no soft iron shields, no tricks, just real engineering. That is MRI-level resistance, not just marketing spin. The Seamaster's ceramic bezel and laser-engraved wave dial are not just for looks. They prove Omega sweats the details, delivering a watch that is instantly recognizable, but never a Submariner clone. The helium escape valve at 10 o'clock is pure pro diver, but the comfort and color options make it a daily driver. And yes, this is the watch that has been on Bond's wrist since 1995. It is as much a pop culture icon as a technical powerhouse. Here's the kicker. You can walk into an Omega boutique and actually buy one, often with a discount, no waiting, no games. This is what real luxury looks like. Science-backed performance, movie star charisma, and a price you do not have to apologize for. If you want more lists like this, no hype, no dealer games, subscribe. The next video is the best watches that get compliments under a realistic budget. Grand Seiko doesn't just compete with Swiss giants, it rewrites the rules of what finishing and movement tech look like at this price. Every case starts with Zaratsu polishing, a Japanese blade technique that creates mirror-like facets so crisp they make most Swiss watches look soft by comparison. Macro shots don't lie. The facets reflect light like a piece of jewelry, not a tool. Then there are the dials, snowflake, white birch, Mount Iwat, each textured to echo natural landscapes, with hands and indices so sharply polished they catch the faintest glint. This isn't designed for mass appeal, it's craft for those who notice details. Inside, Grand Seiko gives you a choice. High-beat mechanicals run at 36,000 vibrations per hour for that ultra-precise sweep, or spring drive, an engineering flex that combines a traditional mainspring with a quartz regulator for accuracy within 1 second per day. No other brand offers this blend of mechanical soul and sci-fi precision. And unlike the waitlist games, Grand Seiko's best references are sitting in cases, ready to be tried on, bought, and actually worn. If you want a watch that embarrasses Rolex on visible artistry and movement uniqueness, this is it. But if you crave a chronograph with real racing pedigree, the next contender takes the crown. Zenith's El Primero isn't just a movement, it's a legend that outpaces the hype. In 1969, Zenith launched the world's first integrated automatic chronograph, ticking away at a wild 36,000 vibrations per hour. That high-beat engine lets the Chronomaster Sport's central hand sweep in true 1/10 of a second jumps, something the Daytona can't touch. When quartz nearly killed mechanical watchmaking in the 70s, watchmaker Charles Vermont stashed the El Primero tooling in a factory attic, defying orders to destroy it. That act of rebellion saved the movement, letting Zenith bring it roaring back when the world woke up to real horology again. Today's Chronomaster Sport wears its racing heritage on its sleeve: ceramic bezel, tricolor subdials, column wheel chronograph, and a case that fits daily life at 41 millimeters. You are not fighting for an allocation or paying double on the gray market. Chronomaster Sport is buyable at retail, with the movement pedigree even Rolex had to borrow for the Daytona. For chronograph fans, this is the real deal, the enthusiast's choice. Cartier didn't just invent a watch, it created a design language that still turns heads more than a century later. In 1904, aviator Alberto Santos Dumont asked Louis Cartier for a timepiece he could read mid-flight, and the result was the world's first purpose-built pilot's wristwatch. The Santos square case, exposed bezel screws, and Roman numerals are not just details, they are signatures that have survived every trend, copied but never equaled. Modern Santos models keep that DNA alive and add real-world upgrades. The quick switch system lets you swap between bracelet and strap in seconds, and SmartLink makes sizing tool free. The result is a watch that slips under a cuff, looks at home with a t-shirt, and carries a century of Parisian style on the wrist. But let's be honest, Rolex still sets the bar for bracelet comfort. The Oyster clasp is the standard everyone tries to match. Resale value? The crown logo is still the world's strongest currency in watches, and if you want instant recognition, nothing beats that 5-pointed crown. Yet the Santos offers something rarer, design credibility you don't have to audition for. It's the grown-up pick, an icon you can actually buy, wear, and enjoy, no strings attached. Right now, luxury watch buyers face a choice: chase hype or own substance. The reality is simple. True horological innovation isn't locked behind a waitlist. It's available to anyone willing to look past the logo. The freedom to choose is the new status symbol. Which one would you wear?